as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Off the play fake. King. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check. Lucky. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. King escaping, and he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill. No. Off.
Yo, cheetah. Go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey!
From the gun, Elliott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Elliott. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Safe. Alert 3.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Elliott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or 56. Go.
Mike's 56.
Go.
Get the ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Snap.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Ready up.
56 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Five.
To throw on 2nd down, Elliott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Patch it.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
To throw is King. Throwing on fourth down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
And it's third down.
King operating from the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Off play action. Elliott. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. 48 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
56, Mike, 56.
Move. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Elliott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's not going to get me.
Hey.
From the gun, Elliott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Strip that down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch your lane. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Ball.
Here's King on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check safety. Motion. Check. Shift.
King now. Off play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. The final shot before break. Elliott. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, drop that.
Operating from the gun. Elliott forced out to his left. They'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey,
Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Elliott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Yep.
Me.
Get it.
2nd and 2. And his pass incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
On 3rd and 2, Elliott, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill.
Operating from the gun, Elliott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey!
That's me.
Go!
Throwing again, Elliott. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
Under 10.
A 1st down carry for Smith. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Elliott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Elliott. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike. Twist. Watch the twist.
Five.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Check three.
General West.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Ito Smith. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
6-6, bullet high.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. Check 13.
Lead grip.
Operating from the gun. Elliott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now King, off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Banjo. Wall, get wall. Undercrunch. Shit.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go. You tighten up. 58 to Mike, 58.
On 4th down, King. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check curls, check curls.
Throwing on first down, Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Kill. It's a safety creek.
To throw is King from the gun on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Reset. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Quick that. Tight on.
King throwing on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Second down 6 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 6. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Niners 23, Falcons 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Like 56, Mike.
Go.
Off play action. Elliott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They go play action here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. On 1st and 10, Elliott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Bang, 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 bang.
Snap.
They'll run it here with Smith. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Bravo.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Five.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Check pass, check pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's King to throw again. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator, 54, watch 54.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Bucks it. Check it out, Reed. Kill.
King now on 1st down. This is caught. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check 15, check.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other."
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.